Hugo, silly question, I know, but how did you not win that game?
Well, listen, you can make as many chances as you want, and if you don't take them, you don't win. Credit to their keeper, he made some good saves as well, but also the goal we conceded was a little bit soft from our point of view. So, there's an old phrase in there, you've got to be dominant in both boxes, and we were, to a sense, but there was one occasion we weren't in our own box, and we perhaps need to be a little bit more dominant going forward. But we created a lot of chances. There's still a lot of positives to take out of today as far as we're concerned. The problem is that when you get off to the start like we've had, if you draw a game, a lot of people are like, oh God, no. So listen, there's 5 games played, there's 41 to play. So we're in a great place, and now we're looking forward to Monday.
It must be deflating, and does it seem like a defeat to
No,
the players?
No, not at all. Because if you look at the actual performance, at times it was certainly in the first half it was like an attack v defence game. But you've got to give Leamington some credit. Their managers had a little bit of a shuffle around at half time and what he said, and he's obviously got them a little bit higher up the pitch and tried to play a little bit more, be a little bit risky, and try and catch us out a little bit. And it was a long throw that caught us out in the end. So listen, it is what it is. We've taken 13 points from 5 games. If we offered that at the start of the season, trust me, we'd have taken it.
Just annoying that it was a mistake, wasn't it, that led to it?
Well, yeah, I mean, all goals you concede are annoying, but I'm going to focus a little bit more on the positive stuff today. And we played some great football at times, and as I said, we created a lot of good chances. And another day, perhaps we win the game. Yeah,
and Gold could have had a hat trick. There were so many chances that went begging.
Yeah, but it's not fair to just say Gold. Across the whole team, there was a lot of chances today, and so as a team, we didn't take the chances. It's not right to put that on Gold. The players themselves, they'll go home. We don't have to say anything to them. The ones that had the chances, they'll go home and they'll go, oh, I should have done that, should have done this. Great, Monday, let's go and put it right then. Take your chances when they come Monday, because Monday will be a really, really hard game, trust me.
And Jordan must be scratching his head as well, because he's been thwarted by keepers on numerous occasions.
The thing about Ponch is that he makes runs, he gets in the box, he's getting in the right places. So it's not about pointing fingers at him. If he keeps making them runs and keeps getting in positions, he'll score goals. So we're confident of that.
And you're going to get games like this. I mean, Leamington have now had 3 away games and got points from all of them.
Well, this is the thing, we were talking a little bit before the game about teams in the Premier League. They're 3 games in and someone's lost 3 games out of 3, and there's investigations going on. It's really early in the season. The league table just means absolutely nothing. Leamington are a seasoned team in this division. They compete well. They've got good players. They've got a good manager who knows the division. Never going to be easy, and we were never ever going to disrespect them. We knew it was going to be a hard game. We knew what they were going to do. And for the large part, we nullified it. So from that point of view, it's not the end of the world. It's a point. We've got 13 from 5. Great.
And on occasion, you need a little bit of luck to go your way at one end, and that didn't.
Yeah, but you make your own luck as well. Luck's luck. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. I know we've hit the post. The keeper's made some good saves. Like I said, if we create that many chances in other games, happy days. But we'll also win other games with way less chances coming our way. So it swings and roundabouts for me.
The first change you've had to make to the starting 11, and that was enforced because of an injury to Ollie. So do you think that disrupted things at all? No,
not at all. Ty Fleming is, he's a good lad. He's a good defender. I think we've done really, really well today. So we've got a squad for a reason, a squad that we believe in, and they're all good players. So if one has to come out, whoever goes in. But it doesn't weaken us, and obviously with the substitutions we make doesn't weaken us in terms of quality that we have on the pitch or available to us. So it's a shame for Ollie, but that's the way it is. It's not a bad injury he's picked up. He's just got a little bit of a thigh injury. So hopefully he'll be back soon.
And an opportunity for Ty, which is good because he went on loan last year and played regularly, and now he's come back and had a taste of national north.
Yeah, I mean, Tom and I went to watch him play for Lowestoft on Tuesday night last season, and we can see he's good. He's a good player. He's a good defender. He's a defender first, which is what we like about him. And one thing that we've noticed about Ty in the last few weeks, as well, is that his quality on the ball, especially in training, is improved dramatically in terms of his forward passing, his accuracy of passing. Listen, maybe a little bit harsh that he come off today, but that's the way that it is. We wanted to change something else. I thought he did himself proud.
The problem with winning your first 4 games, everybody expects you to carry that on.
listen, you can't win every game of the season, and if you can't win a game, you make sure you don't lose it. And so we drew today. It's fine with us.
And that's ideal preparation for a quick game on Monday. Is it nice to have one immediately?
I think every sort of manager, coach, assistant, probably player would tell you they'd prefer an extra 24 hours rest. To turn around within 48 hours is tough on anybody, but we're all in the same boat, so we're all on on an even playing field in that respect. But it is demanding of players. It doesn't matter what level of football you play at, to play twice in 48 hours. So we'll have a roll call tomorrow. The players will report in on how they are. Obviously, we've given them things to do tomorrow, which we hope will speed up the recovery as well. And we'll have a roll call tomorrow. Then obviously we'll go into Monday, which will be a very, very, very hard game, and one we're looking forward to.
Local derby, we don't get many of those.
No, particularly
as
since
local a derby as
no,
you can
well,
get.
certainly since we've been here. I don't think we've had one. But look, Peterborough Sports, they've done brilliant over the years. I mean, I know the manager Jimmy, and they've done very, very well to come through the divisions quickly, and they've got they're on a bit of a crest, aren't they? So, and they'll be desperate to beat us. I know that, and so. We've already started talking about the game now, and obviously as a staff we'll continue talking tonight and over tomorrow, and we'll put everything together and hopefully go and give a good account of ourselves on Monday.
I know you'll see how players are, but any fresh injuries today?
No, not at all. The biggest thing is fatigue. When you're fatigued, your chances of injury are high. As I said, that's what we've got to be a little bit cautious of on Monday. But as I said, it'd be the same for every team in our situation. But fatigue is probably the biggest enemy of a footballer. And I've never ever been a fan of 2 games in 48 hours. But it is what it is. So we've just got to get on with it.
You last season and this season, one huge difference, I suppose, going into games. You are now the target, aren't you? 4 wins in a row. You're a target for people, because it's a nice thing to knock off your points.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that you've got to remember with the players. They weren't. When we arrived into the club here, they were used to losing, and that's we've obviously had to try and change that sort of way of thinking and the way that our changing room is. And a lot of players have left the club now. Others have come in. But even so, it's a very, very tough division. So yeah, we in the one above. So we were a smaller fish in it, and obviously we're probably one of the more fancied sides. Not the only fancy. There's quite a few of them, isn't there? But because of where we are in the division before the game today, and we just won 4 out of 4. Yeah, I mean, of course, people are going to want to beat us, but at the same time, most of these clubs are going to want to beat Fylde. They're going to want to beat Kidderminster. They're going to want to beat them sort of teams. Hereford, Chester. So it's 46 games. 41 to go, 5 down, 13 points. Happy days.
I think I'm going to go put a bet on after that. Well sold.
Just one from me. The fact that Peterborough Sports have already beaten Southport and Chester shows that what a good side they are, doesn't it?
Listen, we knew that regardless of whether they'd beaten them or not. Of course they're a good side. They're well organised, they're hard working. A lot of them have been in there together for some time. So that's helpful to them. They all know each other's games and the little nuances and sort of the way their body languages are, little cues on the pitch, and that's always really helpful. But listen, I know Jimmy's teams they're well drilled and they're capable of running, and they want to run, and they'll do anything they can to try and beat us on Monday. So it's the kind of games that you want to be involved in the sense of the localities, as you said. I'm sure the Lynn fans will come out in force and make some noise, and hopefully it'll be a good occasion for everyone.
In a funny kind of way, it'll be like them having 11 Jordan Ponticellis, because they'll want to beat you, won't they?
Of course. Everyone wants to beat everybody. We wanted to beat Leamington, we want to beat Peterborough Sports, we want to beat everybody. Everyone wants to beat everybody, and I think no person will ever stand in front of anybody and go, oh well, if we can just get out of there with a 1-0 loss today, that's not what we're here for. Everybody wants to win. We're all competitive, and I'm pretty sure Peterborough Sports will be well up for the game Monday, as will we be.
Can I just ask you as well, there is one intriguing little head-to-head possibly. Everybody here knows about Michael Gash, who's now there, and you've got Josh Coulson, who looks as beast of a beast as can be. There could be a nice little...
That'd be a tremendous battle. I'm sure they've played at some point in the past against each other. But listen, Mr. Gash will be very keen to score a goal against us on Monday, I'm sure. But equally, Josh won't want to concede. No.
No.
So you're right. It'll be an interesting battle. Very interesting battle. So
Extra bit of raw meat before the game for Josh. That'll sort it.
Yeah, or maybe we'll just starve him, like a lion, and make him really angry. So, listen, Course is experienced, and he'll relish the opportunity and the challenge, I'm sure. So.
I think the two may have played together at Cambridge.
Cambridge City, but can't say the name.
A few years back. So they know each other.
To be fair to Course, he's either played with them or he's played against them, and he knows them all. So
failed them.
Exactly. No, what are you talking about?
He doesn't seem to do much of that. I mean, he is pretty decent for a big centre half.
He's a smart guy.
He's a clever centre half, isn't he?
Someone who's played 500 games of football at higher levels of football. He knows the game inside out. He knows where to stand, where to be, what to say. It's invaluable for people like Ty Fleming, Tyler Knowles, Adam Crowther to all be around him. I remember Ross Barrows last season. He said to me that Course was the best player. He's like a dream to play with because Course talks all the time, uses his experience, tells them where to be, where to go. So as well as doing his own job. So listen, there's a reason why we've signed him and went all out to get him. Because we know what he brings to the team, and off the pitch as well. He's a top guy.